Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a fun new series that I'm going to be doing. So my YouTube friends and I that have been doing the For the Love of Homemade Kit series last year, we decided that we kind of wanted to change things up. We were getting a little burnt out on the homemade kit idea. And so what we decided was to start this new challenge called Cultivating Creativity. And what we're going to do is every other week. So we're just going to do 2 challenges a month. We are going to have a new challenge picked by one of us. So this first one was from Christina Sorge, and I will make sure to link down below in the description to all of the ladies' videos so you can find them as well. Mine is a day late. We are going to keep our Tuesday posting schedule, but mine is just a day late because life has been super crazy, as always. So each time that we post, every 2 weeks, it's going to be a new challenge picked by one of us. So this first one, Christina challenged us to be inspired by candy in some way. So what I thought, as you can see, I have my title already on there, and it starts saying my favorite color is, and then I'm going to add the end with thickers. I decided to use this cut file from the cut shop, which I will try to remember to leave a link below to the cut file. It's one of my favorite alphas that she has available to purchase, and this was actually the first time I have used it. So it's my favorite, and I've never used it. I've had it for probably, 6 months now. I'm really bad about incorporating cut files into my layouts, which is one of the goals that I want to work on this year, is to use cut files more on my layouts. So I decided to back each one of these words with a different pattern paper. And the story behind this photo, so this photo I'm just using just because it's a cute photo of Brennan. The story that I'm telling is actually from a different time period. The photo was taken in November of 2008, and the story is probably from 2010, I think. But it might be 2011. I don't remember exactly when the story took place, and so that's why I just picked a picture that I had of Brennan, and it's just a cute picture of Brennan. So here you can see I'm just backing each one of those words, and then I am going to glue the insides from the letters onto the page using my Tombow Aqua glue. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you the story behind the title. So my title is going to be My Favorite Color is 100 Colors, because Brennan, ever since he was really, really young, he knew his favorite color was red. You would ask him what his favorite color was, and he would always say red. But then when he started going to, I think it was kindergarten, and I taught them the basic colors, I guess. And then he went to kindergarten and learned about all of these other colors, that makes me sound like a horrible mother, right? Because I'm pretty sure I taught him more than just the basic colors. But going to kindergarten just really opened his eyes up, I guess, to the world of colors. So he started saying my favorite color is 100 colors. And I just absolutely loved that. I thought that was so fun and just totally him. He is one of those kids that just loves everything about life. He can't pick a favorite anything because he just loves everything. And the older he gets, the harder it is for him to narrow down choices, And so it's when he was little, he absolutely knew without a doubt that his favorite color was red. But then he started getting older and realizing he actually liked more than just red. He liked all of the colors. So I just had to scrapbook this memory. And then my mother-in-law called, so I'm talking to my mother-in-law on the phone. So here I am just adding the the top pieces from the cut file, and I will eventually outline each letter, because as you can see, it's not really easy to see each letter, and I wanted to make sure that you could tell what the title said without having to hurt your eyes. Okay, so I think I'm almost done here, but I was really excited. I was inspired by Skittles. So, because Skittles have a bunch of different colors, number one is, you know, one of the reasons why I picked Skittles to be inspired by. So the pattern papers that I picked, the two of them have a bunch of colors on them, but then the other two are just, you know, pattern papers. So one is a light blue and then one is yellow. And I was inspired by Skittles because Brennan, also, his favorite candy is Skittles. And so I just thought that would be perfect. So I was going to have my main title be my favorite color is 100 colors, and then have like a subtitle or something like that and have it say Taste the Rainbow. But then as I got going on the layout, I just really liked the main title and I didn't feel like it needed the subtitle. So I'm just going to keep going. And you can see my hands here. I'm talking and I talk with my hands. And now I'm just kind of cleaning off the glue, and I'm going to start layering papers behind the photos, I think is what I'm going to do next. So I ended my call and now I don't know what I'm doing. I'm opening up Voxer, which is like my favorite thing in the world. I'm looking for the title alphas. So I was thinking I could use this Amy Tan title for the word colors, because it had, 5 different colors. And I thought, oh, that would be perfect. But then I remembered I have this Wonder Collection alpha set, and it is actually pretty much the same size as the alpha that I already had cut out with my silhouette. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use this. And then I realized I didn't have enough O's or zeros. I only had 2 O's and 1 0, and I needed 4. So I was kind of like, dang it. So I'm going to put down the word colors, and then I'm going to think about using a different alpha for the number 100. And the alphas that I pick, I just really didn't like, and they were a lot smaller than the rest of the title. And so here you can see I'm going to pull out a one from this collection. I'm not sure who this is from. It's an older one, and it is a thicker from American Crafts. I don't quite remember who made it or what collection it went with. Then I pulled out this gold 0, and then I'm going to pull out this Q from that. That's one of my favorite alphas as well. And I'm going to cut the little dangly part. What's it called? The Q piece off. And then I also found this O or 0 from this other collection. And that one's an Amy Tan collection, or a thicker set. And then I'm just sitting here looking at it, and I really absolutely don't like it. So the fact that I had that Q and I pulled it out of that one made me realize, oh, I could totally make this one Q into a 0. So I decided to do that. And it is the same pattern as one of those O's in the bottom. So I am going to switch around the O's in the word color, just so that they're not like right next to each other, the same patterns. And then I am way happier with this. So I'm going to put away all of my alphas and get to work on the rest of the layout. Now, I like this layout. It's not my favorite, but I really do like the fact that I was able to finally tell this story, because this story is one of my favorites from Brennan growing up. And I actually have decided, since doing this layout, that I am going to make albums for each one of my boys. Something that they can take away with them after they leave my home, after they grow up and, you know, move out and everything, because otherwise I'm just going to keep all of their albums here because they're family albums and I want to be able to look through them, you know? So after making this layout, I have decided I am going to do story albums for each one of my boys, and I think I'll take them to Michael's one at a time and let them pick out a 3-ring binder and have them be part of the process. Oh, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I kind of want them to be part of this process because this is their story. So I am super excited about this new idea, and it all came about because of this layout. So I'm way excited. Okay, so now I pull out the 6x6 pad from Amy Tangerine. What is this? Rise and Shine is the collection. And I am just going to start matting this photo behind tons and tons of layers. And the reason is because it's all about colors. And so I wanted to make sure that the photo was layered behind a bunch of different colored and patterned papers. So I pulled out this orange, and the first one that's matted behind the photo is gray. Then there was that orange map one, and then I'm going to pull out this chevron one. And that one has orange and green and pink and wood grain. And so it all just worked really well with my theme of colors, because that's what my theme of is for this layout. Here I'm using my slate gray in Close to My Heart ink. That is absolutely one of my most favorite inks to use for blending, not blending, inking the edges of photos. Okay, so now here I'm just cutting it down and getting it to the right size. I think that is the last layer I'm going to put. And then you can see I also have that big 6x6 piece that I am not going to cut down. And I really, really love how this layering and matting worked out behind this photo. So like I said, this photo was not taken probably anywhere close to when he started saying, you know, my favorite color is 100 colors, but I just really liked this photo and it made me really happy. So that's why I decided to use it. Okay, so now I pulled out some of my Shimmers paints in, oh gosh, now I'm not going to remember, and I put them all away. I think that one was Well Blew Me Down. This one is Bed of Roses. Then I think I also use this, I think that's black, and that would be Before Dawn. And then the yellow is No Yoking. And I got all of mine from the Spiegel Mom Scraps shop, so you can go there, and if you use my code Megan15, you can get 15% off your order. And I absolutely love Jody's shop. It's so much fun. She has Shimmers paints as well as her sequin mixes and felties and cork and just a bunch of different fun products. Okay, so now here I am going to pull in my December Click Kit, and I'm going to use these cute butterflies. They are really thick cork pieces, and then this acetate piece is from the You Are Loved Illustrated Faith collection. And I really liked that arrow that says the word love on it, but I didn't like that when I stuck it on top of the photo, you could see the different layers and different colors and everything. So I'm just going to back it with a scrap piece of paper, and that works out really well. So I'm going to set that there and then put the butterfly down on top of it. And as you will see, I did put 3 different butterflies down on the layout, and those are going to be my 3 different cluster areas. So this kit had some fun little, what are those called? Like tags that were scored in the middle so that you could fold it over and have it on both sides. So I am just going to glue that black piece there. I did pull out this acetate triangle and I was going to put it there, but it just didn't really go well with that cluster. So I'm going to end up pulling it off. I'm going to cut off the word you on this little die cut that said you plus me. And I'm going to glue that right on top of that tag and then glue that to the paper there. I also have this XOXO cut apart die cut, and I'm going to glue that there. Now I'm going to start working up here next to the word my, and I have a cute little banner, and then this piece, this little tag piece says be you, and then there is that little smiley face wood veneer, which I don't remember if I end up using that or not. I was thinking it would be kind of cute, but then I couldn't decide where to put it, so I don't think it does end up on the layout. So here now I'm going to start gluing this little cluster together, and I think I'm getting pretty close to being done. Oh, that's what I end up doing. So I also had these wood veneer pieces, and I can't remember who those are from. I want to say Jelly Bean Soup, but this is just an ampersand that I'm going to put there, and then that cute little butterfly, which is also a wood veneer from that same collection, and then I'm going to be done with that cluster up there. So now I'm thinking I need to start gluing down the word colors, because these are thickers, and chipboard thickers are notorious for not staying glued to a layout. So I'm just using my Tombow Aqua Glue, and I'm actually in the process of doing this. I scrunched the word closer together. I did pull off the R because it had fallen apart, and I was going to glue it back, but you can see here I totally forgot about the R. So I'm going to glue down this S, and I'm going to start gluing down the 100, and then I'm going to realize, oh crap, I didn't glue down the R before the S, because I was like, why is the S way over there after I finished? So there you go. I was like, duh, that's not how you spell the word colors. So I fix it. Yay, I'm so glad that I realized that I had done that. And now I'm just gluing all those pieces down, and then I think, oh, I remember what I'm going to do. I've already put the layout away, so sorry about that. I'm having to remember these things off the top of my head, and my memory is horrible. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm thinking I want to do my journaling by hand, and I'm thinking I want to do it starting at the top of the layout close to that cluster by the word my. But then as I'm putting away all of the embellishments, I see this envelope, and that is what my Click Kits embellishments came in. And so I was like, this would be a cute little journaling pocket. And then that way if I mess up my journaling, I can just hide it away and it's not on the layout, right? So I'm going to decide to put that envelope there and do hidden journaling. And then if you want to read the story, then you can pull it out. And if you don't, then you don't have to. So here I'm just trying to figure out what color I want to do, and I'm going to end up using this gray paper, but at this time I'm thinking I want to use the gray side. I'm going to actually change it to the other side, which is a pink chevron, and I just really liked the way that looked better with the layout. It stands out a little bit more. Now for the tag, I am just going to staple on this cute little tag that says love it, and I just have a normal stapler. I don't have one of those fancy Tim Holtz ones or anything. I've been meaning to get one since, like 2 or 3 years ago, but I just haven't. So that is the end of my layout. I hope that you enjoyed this, and make sure to come back in 2 weeks to see my next layout, and also go on over and visit all of the other ladies' layouts. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!